actual argument for it. Yeah, I made a
Man,
video
I
with it,
remember.
though.
But wouldn't
We'll
it
get
be
off this in
property
a
of your
second, but-
business?
Do you
Yeah, it's
guys
the business
also
car. My business car that I keep at my business home.
Yeah.
do you
Just like
guys
you just
also
drive
remember
up.
the days where you just didn't know what taxes were, and you had no concept of money?
I
Yup.
feel like I need.
Woo!
Just,
Oh man, if I could
Times
go
changed.
back. Oh man, I don't like knowing
Basic-
shit. But
How does it feel to be an adult? That's what this talk is. And then everyone else who is an adult, yeah, y'all coming
It's 'cause-
up.
It's because so many people in the community also figured out who I was when I was still like 14. Well, no, not 14, 15 years old, and now I'm like, 3/4 of the way through college, basically entering regular adult
man.
life. It's ridiculous.
you know what's
Yeah.
weird? I always thought you were like really old. Like not like because
30-year-old
I was no, because I was like because I'm obviously a lot younger. When I was young, I was watching all the GD YouTube videos. I thought you were like in your mid-20s, and I thought you were married. I thought like
Everyone thinks I'm like no less than 5 years older than I really am. Like I've literally had people think I'm like 30 years old.
Do you know what's fucked up?
it's a beard, man.
Tech,
that's
you're
true, it
younger
is.
than me.
I'm currently younger than you.
Yeah, you are.
I believe it.
I
Not gonna
turned
lie.
22 in a couple months.
Yeah, I believe
What?
that actually.
Oh
Hey,
my
what?
god, man.
You're 22.
You mean you're a year older than me?
Ugh.
What is
No, I
this?
turned 22 in a couple
Okay.
months.
Oh, you turned.
Wait, that means you are, dude. You're like 10 months older than me. Fuck you. What the hell? You
See, I
have
might
10
not
months of knowledge
sound
I
like
don't
it.
have. All that tax
See, I
knowledge
might
is in the
sound
next
like
10
I'm
months.
15, but joke's on you. I paid my taxes this year.
You don't sound like anything. Your voice is beyond age.
That's funny. You know what? We can go into that just for a second, because we talked about being content with becoming a meme, and I can talk about being in conjunction, talking about being content with. No, I wouldn't say an abnormality. I don't know. What would you call it? Just the card I was dealt. The way tech
Yeah.
gets memed is similar to the way people comment, like, "Dude, are you on soy?"
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's the last thing I thought you were gonna
I
say.
actually feel so bad like every time.
Oh, we're good,
It's
man.
so-
You know what
it's so
what
bad.
my philosophy is?
What's up?
That shit is just free engagement.
Yeah, that's true.
I've thought about playing into it sometimes, but I don't know about that. I don't know if I would do that. Sometimes I've thought about like really making it egregious in like one small section of the video so people can be like, dude, what the fuck? I can't watch this.
Dude, do you know
should
what's
do
weird?
that sometime.
Do you remember the first time we called? Like literally the first time, and I guessed where you were from immediately from your voice.
Me or Tech?
You.
So I was gonna say, Tech doesn't sound that much like a New Yorker to me. But
I don't. I agree with that, but actually what's funny about that is lately it's been coming out a little bit, and I don't understand why.
The more you
I
become an
don't.
adult, the more you become a New Yorker.
Yeah.
You start sounding like them.
Yeah,
did that come
exactly.
from like being able to verbally defend yourself in like Wall Street and just dense population and just is that where
Well,
that came from?
I've never lived in the city, so like I've never been around like the heavy New York stuff. My mom kind of has like a New Yorkish accent, but not like a heavy one. But like other than that, I've literally never been around that kind of thing.
It seems cultural. That's what it seems like to me.
I've been in
What are
New
your
York, like-
opinions on New York? Is it good?
I've been there once.
It's pretty alright.
I've
went
driven
ages
through there,
ago.
but I've never stopped.
You also went to New York.
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
we've
went
all been
on a
there.
school trip. It was like a whole week, and it's funny because I'm not like super duper far for New York, so that's it. It was like a school trip,
Yeah.
so we just went as a class for a week to New York, and it was like in the city. So like, all I'm saying, in the city is one of the craziest places I've been in my life. It's definitely different. That's all
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
say.
I think I went. What was it 2 years ago? And I just wish I was more into photography then, because it feels like such a good place for that.
Do you know what
Dude,
I'm
there's, like,
jealous
there's a
of?
bunch of pigeons, dude.
I'm jealous
take
that you
photos.
got to go to the World Trade Center.
What?
Like the new one, dude.
Then-
I
Okay,
Yeah,
dude,
I
I
went
was,
on the
I
new-
was very confused. I thought you were talking to Tech, like, hey, man.
What's
Remember
Yeah,
that time?
dude.
I was like,
I mean,
what
Tech
the fuck?
probably has, you know, but
Jesus
I
Christ.
remember Finn taking pictures from in the tower
Yeah.
when he was eating. It
Yeah,
was just,
yeah.
I love New York.
That was the worst plate of pasta I've ever had. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't even that good.
Yeah,
was
I was
not
talking about the
seasoned.
Old World Trade Center. Yeah,
Yeah, I
You're
went
right.
up it before I was born.
Dude,
that I don't even want to. That's like a dark topic. I'm not gonna
I
get into
will
that.
recommend New York
Yeah.
food though. I will say for my trip, by the way.
Can vouch.
Dude, y'all's pizza is really fucking good, and I'm jealous because I'm Italian. I've been to Italy. It's not like Rome, but like it's up there, which surprised me.
Right.
I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
It is pretty good. Yeah. I
It's
agree.
the water.
Dude, I watched that video too. I hate you so much for
It's
bringing
the
up
water.
the
They
water.
have the right pizza water. It's all in the water. No,
I've heard
I've had the
people-
street hot dogs, and it was something else.
I've heard people like trash all over things like Chicago deep dish, saying it's overrated. I don't know if that's true. I've never had it, but
What
I don't
on
know,
earth
man.
is that? You talk
You
to
don't
me.
know
I
what deep
don't. I
dish
eat like
pizza
4
is?
foods, dude.
I feel like Chicago pizza would just have bullet
deep dish
holes
is
in it.
like I think it's like it's filled with cheese, and it's vertically higher up, so there's more in every bite, and it's just like very hit or miss. I've heard. I don't know. I don't think I'm qualified to talk about pizza. I'm not like a.
I've had the
Get pause here, dude. He's
If
like a
anyone's
chef.
British, then they will know that in the frozen aisle you'll find the box that has 2 mini deep dish pizzas in it. And
If you're
those-
British, then no,
those
you
were
are
not good.
malnourished because you guys eat bread, and that's your whole
God,
diet.
don't bring up. I don't want to. You make
What do
me
you
think
mean
about
breads?
the stupid
What's
beans
your
on
beef
toast
with
thing that
breads?
we're not doing this, dude. Remember last time with
No,
pause?
pizza toast is good.
Yeah, we can't. We need your GD topic before I go off on him about beans on toast again. Actual crime against the humanity.
Let's save that for later.
Oh my god, dude.
All right, guys. I think we have to address the elephant in the room.
Oh yeah.
So-
Elephant in the room.
Tech, you recently beat Limbo,
Oh no.
Congratulations, by the
Oh,
way.
no.
and congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
rebeat
GG.
and the original beat. I don't even know how
Yeah.
you beat it that fast
Thank
again,
you.
but
I don't know either. That's news to me, or not news to me, but like it's crazy that I'm able to do that.
I don't even know what to say about the about the situation. I don't even know what the fuck to say. I'm as shocked as you are.
I don't. What was the chance of it? It was like 1 in 52 quintillion. No, it's like 1 in a billion or something.
I think it was 1 in a billion. I think that was like the thing
Yeah.
that most people.
Did you buy a
got.
lottery ticket after that?
I thought about it, although there was
You
more that
should.
happened after all of that like occurred that I'll talk about.
Imagine
in a
if you
bit.
re-uploaded it and it happened again. But
Dude,
like with a different
It
word.
goes at the front this time.
Someone scared me because like someone scared me really bad because like I re-uploaded it, sent the second link, and then someone was like, "Dude, wait, look," and then there was just nothing. But like I actually like that was
What do you think it's on
scary
YouTube?
couple seconds.
But
but
anytime you try and upload Limbo, it does that. But any other video is fine. Just you'll never,
Yeah.
would never be able to upload
Limbo, yeah, Limbo is not. It was not being nice to me.
Oh
I don't
my
even
God.
know,
How does
like-
it feel to have a new hardest though? I want to say that because I remember like when I was getting more involved in GD and stuff, and you beat Zodiac. You ended up accidentally verifying and all that, but like you were like at the top of the playing scene and everything. And it's like you still got a new hardest. Like you keep up and all that, and it's crazy because most people like just don't play for this long for like and are as good as you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, so I was honestly not really planning on like doing a bunch of hard crap when 2.2 came out. Like, I was kind of just planning on like taking a backseat, chilling for the rest of time. But then, like, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play the golden, whatever. I beat that, and I was like, huh, I actually feel good at the game. So I beat a bunch of crap. And then I got to Limbo, and beating that was like kind of a fever dream because it's memory based. I'm always known for not doing memory, ever. But like every time I get a new hardest, it always feels nice because like there's always like I always have like this list in my head, like okay, these are the top 5, top 10 hardest levels I've beaten. And I even have that YouTube playlist, and seeing a new one at the top every time is like really satisfying, no matter how big or small of a jump it is. Like even now, like every single time it happens, like it's so satisfying every time.
Do you think you're still gonna try and beat harder and harder stuff still, considering
Oh yeah,
2.2
yeah,
and everything?
100%.
Dude, that's gonna be so hype.
Dude, your second peak is very admirable. Like, there's not a lot of people like who do that. I feel like maybe it's just like a little biased because I can't think of anyone else. But
I'd say
I can't think
Dorami
of a
was
lot.
nearly doing it. He was nearly doing it.
I can tell you one person who is also doing it right now, or at least was before 2.2, and that's Diamond Splash.
Oh
Oh,
he did, I think,
yeah.
right before the
Yeah, I
update.
beat Kayuki, dude.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
another
I
New
can't pronounce
Yorker.
it.
Bro, that actually.
Yeah, I'm finding out all sorts of
Fucking
people
hell.
from New York today. What the hell?
I love that.
I didn't
dude.
know that.
So oh my god. Okay, so I'll answer the first question because the limbo URL crap. So first off, it was insane when it happened. Like I could not believe what was happening, for the sole reason that I was already getting unlucky with the level as it was. Like I beat it the first time, accidentally did some speed hack crap at the end.
Yeah.
Even if it does nothing, it's still against list rules, and I didn't really want to, cause any controversy on Twitter because I knew Twitter wasn't gonna like them rejecting it. So I just did it again, and I did it in 6 hours, whatever, and it was great. I couldn't believe that I did it in the same night. And then my desktop audio didn't record for that one, so I had no audio except for my clicks, which was really lucky. But at the same time, I had to edit everything in still. So fine, I edit that, and I was already exhausted from dealing with adversities from Limbo. So I upload the video, and I'm just sitting here. Right before I had choir rehearsal, so I was trying to rush it out. I paid no attention to the URL as I was like changing the description, title, whatever. I'm like, okay, it's done. I press publish. I sent it in Gang public server, and I check main chat, and I see like 5 or 6 messages that are like, what's that URL? And then I click on the sub channel again. I look at the URL, and well, there it is. And I kind of had a mini heart attack because I was already pissed about, what was happening with, my adversities on the level and stuff like that. It was, I know from an outsider's perspective, like I'm sure all of you can agree, like it was absolutely hilarious from like any other perspective, right?
Yeah.
It was
I think so.
even me, like at the same time I was like, oh my god, that's so funny, but also at the same time I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill
Yeah.
I can't believe that's even like they
Yeah.
haven't censored that out. I remember seeing your tweet. Someone else had sent it in a server I was in, and I'm like, oh, what's this? I click it, and I'm like, what is he talking about? He's talking about the title. Like I didn't notice it. I'm like, then, is there, like I check your video. I'm like, oh, the title's the same. Like nothing got censored. Like then I reread it. I'm like, oh, and then I look up. I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah. What sucks is YouTube's supposed to filter that stuff out, but they just didn't for some reason.
Did they get back to you on Twitter at all?
Yeah, they
Did they
actually
ghost
replied,
it?
and they were
Oh,
like, "We're gonna
shit.
send this to the necessary team," like the reply that they always give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
it doesn't
gonna censor your
really
link.
that matter to me, just because of how astronomically rare it is. But
I think it's a kind of like you have to see a silver lining. Like it's kind of like an interesting thing. You can tell your grandchildren about it and be like, you know what happened?
yeah, and
Yeah,
Top
but-
10 tech facts.
I feel like I personally, though I don't really care as much about beating levels as you do, I would have like just kept it.
the thing is, like,
Greg,
I've said this on Twitter like a bunch of times because, like, the tweet went like mega viral. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's at like how many likes is that now? I'm gonna check.
I think
Yeah,
it was like
48,000 likes.
Yeah,
It's
48.
oh my
ridiculous.
god, really?
Yeah,
Holy
the
shit.
tweet's at 48k likes now. It went like virals. Like most of the people that were seeing it know jack squat about GD or me at all. So the
Yeah.
amount of times I had to explain why I made a new video instead of just keeping the URL, I was like, any other video, and I literally don't care. I'm leaving it, and we're just moving on.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it was, my hardest demon and one that I was already getting pretty unlucky on. That was like the only reason I didn't leave it there, and then people were
Yeah.
like,